Hi, third grade, and welcome back to week 4 of your Green Grammar book. Today we are going over the last day, Thursday, from week 4. So let's go ahead and see how you did. Number 1 says, use the subordinating conjunction to combine the two sentences. Then label the independent and dependent clauses of your sentence. People spend more time in nature. They are more relaxed. They want us to use the subordinating conjunction when to combine these sentences. So I chose to say, when people spend more time in nature, comma, they are more relaxed, period. Now to label the independent and dependent clauses. Remember, independent means it can stand by itself as a sentence. So if you look here, the part that says, when people spend more time in nature, that is not a complete sentence. That cannot stand alone. Therefore, this portion is dependent. However, the second part there that says, they are more relaxed is, in fact, could be a complete sentence if it were by itself. So therefore, this clause is our independent clause. Number 2, identify if the sentence is simple, compound, or complex. When the lights dim, comma, the audience will stop talking. Well, when you're going to identify the type of sentence, we should tell by now that this particular sentence is not simple. There is a comma and there are two different clauses in this sentence. Now we have to determine if it's compound or complex. Let's take a look at the first clause, when the lights dim. That is not a complete thought. So therefore, that first clause would be dependent. However, look at the second part. The audience will stop talking. If you kept that all by itself, it could be a complete sentence. So therefore, it would be independent, just kind of like the sentence above in number 1. When you have an independent and a dependent clause combined, that makes it a complex sentence. Number 3, use descriptive language to rewrite the sentence. Daria skipped to her friend's house. I chose to put Daria happily skipped to her best friend's house. I used the adverb happily to add on to the verb skipped to describe how she skipped. And I gave an adjective for friend. I called her my best friend. Okay? Number 4 says find a word with a prefix or suffix that matches the definition in parentheses. The blank puppy of the litter needed to be hand-fed. The word they want us to come up with means most weak. So we need to find a word that means most weak with a suffix. That word is weakest with the est suffix. The weakest puppy of the litter needed to be hand-fed. Finally, number 5, use context clues to determine the meaning of the underlined word. Since I wasn't paying attention, I was stumped when the teacher called on me. If you are stumped, that means you are confused or unable to solve something. All right, that's a wrap on week 4. I will see you next week to complete the week 5 section. Have a great weekend.